North Canterbury's community radio station, the Four Tops, the band, and that was from the movie Buster with Phil Collins. He was in that movie, all about the Great Train Robbery. 10 minutes past 8, Compass FM on a Tuesday morning. Always have a chat with a fine voice of North Canterbury, the Mayor of the Waimakariri, Dan Gordon. Kia ora, good morning. How are you, Dan?
Kia ora. I always thought that you were the finest voice in North Canterbury there, Kerry. Those soothing tones.
Oh, mate, what do you say to that? God, okay, all right, let's carry on. I think we should. You and Mayor Murray Black from the Hiranui were out and about last night. This is stuff that people don't get to see every now and again. You hear at 8 o'clock in the morning. Last night you're out till 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. Being a mayor of a district she's an all-encompassing gig, isn't it?
Oh, it is, and the other things that we really enjoy, and it was fantastic. Mayor Murray agreed to join me and help judge the Rotary Speech Awards last night at the Town Hall, and what a fabulous evening, and some really talented young people that we have here, not only in here but in North Canterbury, because there was a speaker from one of our schools in North Canterbury as well, so which was great. So Mayor Murray, really always enjoy working with Murray. She's a good lady, and we've got a good friendship, and it extends across council boundaries. So we do work a lot. In fact, we're going to Kaikoura, the Mayoral Forum, later this week, and we'll be spending time with mayors from throughout Canterbury. So it's nice to be able to go and share that with Mayor Craig from the Kaikoura. The three of us work together very closely, actually, across our councils, which is great.
Get to lunch at Cooper's Catch. Fish and chips there are fantastic.
I've been there many times. Yes,
many times, okay.
Many times.
So you tend to agree?
Well, I lived in Kaikoura for about 6 months because my mum's family are from there. So I milked cows up there, actually, going between high school and university. Best experience I had. Never been fitter. My hair was down to here.
Yeah.
People probably wouldn't believe that now, but it was the best time. So Cooper's Catch was somewhere we would quite often go.
Good on you.
No, good place.
That's absolutely fantastic.
Kaikoura is a beautiful spot, eh?
Well, North Canterbury just totally is
North
a
Canterbury
fantastic
completely.
place. Now, the annual plan, you're still working on the annual plan, yes?
Yes, we are.
Is it budget time? Getting to the budgets numbers?
Today is where we consider the submissions to our annual plan. So that will be all day today. So we've got staff reports that will come to us, plus also the summary of submissions with recommendations which staff put to us, and it's then up to the council to determine if it agrees with that direction or not. And oftentimes we do make changes, and we read through the submission points and are deciding what the response that goes back to people. So that should be complete by the end of today. If everything's going to plan, but we've got reserved time tomorrow if needed.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're getting feedback on, starting to get the feedback on our draft, our proposed district plan, and that's looking like that will be reported back to council on the 24th of June. So we've had an independent panel considering the points, the draft plan, and then they're reporting back to us on that. So council then formally receives that and makes its decision on whether it accepts those recommendations. So that's a really important. Those two pieces of work are really important. But the district plan has been years in development. It'll be good to see that piece completed.
So the planning and the works have been done for years and years, sort of arriving at this moment. It's sort of like a big ship that's hard to turn around if you need to turn it around, or just basically once the momentum is going in that direction, you can't really stop it.
Well, you can turn it around, but it is a slow turn. But it's process. It takes time. You've got to be methodical on how you do it, because these make big changes. It's changes about how you live and not how you live, but where settlement plans are for development, and the guidance that it then provides and the rules that effectively run development in the district. So it's an important piece of work. The last district plan, I remember it being finalised just prior to the earthquakes, actually. So and that had been in gestation for a long time. Now, while it gets reported back, there are other steps. So it's then open to appeal for about 30 days, I think it is, and then that may well be considered in later processes. But if there are items that aren't in contention, as I understand, then that becomes operative at that point. The appeal points may well go through the process for some time, and that depends on how minded people are on particular matters and whether they want to test that through the court system, which they're entitled to. But I would hope at this point, given the work that's been done, that it's been independently had an independent panel that hopefully that will be the final stages of that, and we can get on and get that implemented.
Local government is a day-to-day running of people's lives, isn't it? The national government, when I say national, I mean the New Zealand government, they make big decisions, all that sort of style, that covers the whole country. But local government actually has a big influence on what happens daily in our lives, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it does, and down to basics of flushing your toilet, turning your tap on, driving on the roads, or playing in the park, or
walking along the footpath with a crack in it, that sort of thing.
And look, we are I had a drop-in session yesterday in Pegasus, and it was really great. I got some lovely feedback about the council and what's done and how people love living here. But equally, if people see things, then need to let us know, because we're a responsive, a very responsive council, and our staff do an amazing job. We don't have eyes and ears everywhere, and so we do welcome that feedback, and you can use the Snap Send Solve or dial the 0800 or drop into our service centres. We really welcome that feedback, so we can make sure that what you're living in and the area you're in is how you would like it to be. We can't necessarily, as through this annual plan, we won't necessarily please everyone, but we have a process for considering that respectfully, and then letting you know what the outcome is. And it might just be that we just can't afford to do it right now. It doesn't mean we can't program it or consider it for the future, but not everything can be done straight away. And I don't think people necessarily expect that, but they expect an answer, and they expect things to be looked into, and that's the direction myself and the council have and expect from our staff, and our staff do an amazing job doing that and managing everyone's expectations in a very big work program, and it is a big work program. And one of the big things, Kerry, is actually responding to all the change that's going on. There's a lot of change. Every government comes in, has different priorities, and that's fine. That's what they're democratically elected to do. It's then, because we're a creature of statute and reliant on those changes and those things that come about, like civil defence reviews, all those sort of things, time is put into preparing and getting those things ready. So we're putting our 2 cents worth in what we think. So there's a lot of effort that goes into preparing that. Dan
Gordon, Mayor of the Waimakariri, are you running for local body elections? Are you re-running for your job?
You'll know in a few weeks' time.
Okay, there you go, Dave.
All I can
asked
say
a question.
Is, Dave, who's Dave?
Oh, Mr. Black.
The first husband, a very fine man too.
Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that particular question.
All I can say is that I love my job and I love what I do, and it won't be a surprise to people what I will be announcing in a few weeks' time.
No problem at all. Dan Gordon, Mayor of the Waimakariri. It's always nice to have you in on a Tuesday morning. See you next week.
Lovely to be here. Have a great week, Kerry.
Compass FM.